Yeah, hello and welcome to this video. Long time no see. I was extremely busy recent weeks to finish my newest course on Chessable, and it's out now for almost a week, and I had to do some tidying up. So finally, I can make a video again with like not being completely stressed out. And I want to make a quick tournament video, a arena tournament on Lichess. But before I get there, I just want to quickly make sure that you are on the page for the Black Friday sales. If you want to get one of my courses, it could be the new one here, the Lifetime Repertoire C4 One Night F3. This is still on for 3 days, and the discount is like close to 50%, I think. So if you are interested in the course, make sure to check it out. And there's currently also the Keep It Simple E4 and D4. They're both on sale. So if you want to get one of those, make sure to be quick. They're only on for 2 days. And the other courses like Fight Like Magnus, Fight Like Caruana, the Nimzo Rogozin, they will be on sale as well over the next couple of days. So make sure to monitor Chessable and make sure to take advantage of the discounts. So now let's go and play a tournament. I've made this a fairly simple layout. It's not maybe the most efficient one, but I want to make sure that I get everything on the page, that you see everything. The board will be a little bit smaller, but that's what it is. I'm going to play the 5-minute hourly blitz and treat this as a little bit of an exercise for later tournaments to happen, and I'm berserking every game. At least that's my plan. I'm not sure about this tournament, how strong this is. I don't play in them all that often. Yeah, I hope to have more videos out over the next days, and maybe this is not yet completely settled. There will be some news regarding more content, but yeah, it's not yet really ready to talk about it. So maybe I will do much more stuff on my channel, Twitch. No, not quite sure, but we'll get there soon enough. Okay, now this is a fun way to play. Okay, he's going for b5. I go g4, g5. This is really dangerous for both sides. Mostly for black, but I'm firing away here. I have berserked, and it doesn't really make sense to be too subtle about things. Let's go for mate. Yeah, one thing that I also want to make sure that you know, there is of course the tournament starting today. I think it's called Skilling Open. Yeah, I'm not really good with those names. And this is the super strong online tournament featuring the world champion, but also many other top players. And actually, I'll be doing commentary for that tournament for one of the rounds. And that will be on Tuesday. I will put out a message or a video on my channel to make that clearer when the day happens. It should be on Tuesday. I'm going to be live together with Simon Williams on his channel. I think it's going to be on his Ginger GM channel, and I think this will be much fun. So looking forward to do the commentary together with Simon. Again, I will post this on that Tuesday to make sure that nobody is missing that. That's a really strange position here. No clue what's going on. He wants to go knight c4. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, this looks nice, but I don't quite know how I'm continuing here. 133. I have berserked, so I have to make sure not to fall asleep. This one, attacking the a-pawn. My knight is a little bit... Oh. It's a little bit offside here. And I have to make sure that he's not getting some decisive breakthrough here on the with c3 on the center and queen side. Now I'm getting to c3, it seems. Oh, he's got 94. No, this one. Okay, at least nothing's going to happen here. Okay, let's go a4. I still have an a pawn. He wants to catch the h pawn, which he is successful in doing. Let's do this. And now what? My king is not playing at all, which is a problem. I don't know. Maybe here and then e4. That's really fun here. He's got the c3 stuff always. I mean, I'm just in time to catch him, but it's probably a draw, huh? Can I do something else? This, is that a possibility? Maybe I can fight a little bit more with this move, but it could be risky. I've got 47 seconds. That's not so much. Interesting, but I have this, huh? a7? I don't know. a7 looks wrong. Hope I'm not risking too much here. a7, rook a8, knight c8 is probably picking this up. I want to invade with the king. That's my idea. Okay. What is going on here? I can go to b6, huh? I cannot actually. But I can go to b4. This is totally fine. The a pawn is extremely dangerous here because the knight is so bad in stopping it. So let's push forward. And maybe now knight b5 looks bad. Let's get the pin going. This one. Knight c8, knight d5. Maybe he can go c3 then, huh? Shoot. Didn't do that. Okay, let's catch the pawn. I can simply take the friggin' a7 pawn. I didn't see that coming. That's stupid. Okay, this is a draw, but I have to be really fast. Okay, he's not trying for any weird time plays. Nah, that was bad, yeah. Should have won that game. Probably, I'm not totally sure. Okay, I get another Dirty Harry on the board. Not sure, Dirty Harry is probably not on sale, but it's not such a it's not a huge course. Check it out, it's a really fun course. That's a Dirty Harry with h5. White does not seem to be prepared as they usually are. And it's a well-known mistake. It's one of the tricks. And black is winning here. Yeah, I just have some extra material. A pawn is a pawn is a pawn. Now, they can still be annoying here with knight b5, knight d5 stuff. How to play that? This knight has no squares. Probably I cannot. I mean, I have h7, which is good. I want to play e6 and a6. That would patch d5 and b5 nicely. And here I have to go to h7, but that's not so much of a long-term problem. You even see the chat here. That makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I have to adjust that if I have a bit of time. But I wanted to make this video this afternoon. Also to make sure you got some time to actually take advantage of the sales if you want to. Okay, man, this is a fairly easy position. I've got the pawn and it's fairly straightforward. Doesn't really have any counterplay. I have to really play quicker. I have to get into a streak also. This is so important here in those tournaments. King is doing a good job there. Helping to push the center forward. I'm going e5 next, I guess. I don't see why not. I could even prepare that with rook e8. But white doesn't really have all that much that he can do. So let's prepare it. Sometimes I have to... Okay, let's stop g5. It's still time. I don't have to play e5 all of the time, actually. I can also do this in a different way. What about d4? Here he takes. It's not completely clear. Yeah. Let's just regroup this a little bit. Knight d7, e5, rook f4. It's also nice. I should also not forget about d4. Knight doesn't have many squares. Well, knight e5 is also totally fine. Very harmonious. Attack the pawn on g4. And knight e3, I just have d4. The bad thing is that this all takes time. And I wanted to try to win this tournament, but first game was already a setback. A long game with a draw is really not good. Okay, now how do we win this? Maybe get the e-pawn in motion. e5, e4. Knight was nice on e5, but I think I need the pawn to win the game. The good thing is that my pieces here are completely stopping any rook activity. He's got no counterplay. That is nice. I was thinking c3 at least, but doesn't seem to be on his agenda. Like now there's never c3 because of d3. So let's go here, threaten knight f3. Now knight g2 to f4 is really... I could have played e3 actually, but doesn't really matter, I think. It's already completely beyond repair. Yeah, I'm winning the bishop now. Got d3 next. Yeah, that's nice. It's always good in those tournaments if they resign and not stall. It makes no sense for them to stall because they cannot score points. But it's mostly a thing of strolling. If you don't resign, it is. Maybe I should play some gambit stuff. I mean, I'm playing my normal repertoire in those. That was stupid. I don't want to. This is about the only move where c4 is not so great, but he's already playing in a strange way. He could have played d4 there. Not the end of the world, but it's definitely something that helps black. Okay, let's damage the pawn. Let's damage the pawn structure and be annoying on that pawn. That's actually a good move. How did he see that? Okay, I don't want to take. Gives him too much activity. That was a bit stupid. No, he's doing a good job though, so far, after the initially somewhat shaky opening moves. That's a strange one though. Where do you go with this? Aha, okay. Shouldn't get checkmated. That's really not the way to do it. He's got this check, but it's really just a check. So let's push everything forward. Yeah, maybe I should play some wacky gambit stuff and try to win quickly. I mean, this is not even obviously great for me. It's just like if I'm winning, it takes a long time. So I always have to check those kind of. Oh wow. Okay, so I cannot take c6 because of knight takes. This one would, no, it doesn't even threaten h3. How do I threaten h3 here? Rook f3. Yeah. Threatening h3 for a queen. It looks a little bit weakening, yeah? My back rank. But rook d1 I have covered. I think I'm winning stuff. Okay, if I take with the rook, I mean he has this check, but it is still the right move. Let's do it. Probably queen will move to h4. Yeah, I can take it. Yeah, doesn't do much. I currently have a bit of a problem to move the bishop, but bishop e3 maybe returning some stuff. Yeah, that looks like a right choice. Okay. It would be nice if you would just resign this. Simply for the tournament's sake, of course. It's got every right to continue, but it's just helpful if they don't stall. Okay. Okay, so what's the position here in the tournament? 20th, yeah. Okay, I got 2 wins at least, so the next one would be a 5-pointer. It's very close here, so I might be on the way to the first page if I get a win, but it's a short tournament, I think. For 5 minutes, an hour tournament is really a bit short. Okay. Wow. Early time for I think. Okay. This is maybe a little bit dicey, but need to be quick. Let me just attack this pawn on d3. Maybe I can just win it, and that's the case. Is there trickery? I mean, I just it was a case of take first and think later, right? But it does work. So okay, now take. I would like to trade queens. My king is a little bit unsafe. With the bishop always having this diagonal, it could be a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's not. But the knight is not going anywhere, yeah? Okay, I can take, huh? Just stop knight g5. e5 next, and then I can start to convert. He still has a bit of activity. It's not extremely simple. Knight here. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. He never did that. It would have been a bit annoying. Knight e3. Yeah, that looks good. I can just do this. Centralize. Yeah, a pawn is too strong. I can also go here, huh? Let's do this. Knight d6, a4. It's just very fast. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, one of the pawns will do the job. Okay, now, what's the situation? Now, wow. Okay, first place will be difficult to get. Yeah, 9 points. This guy has won all the games. That's not bad. Yeah, that first game, that took a long time, and it was just a draw. The draw is. I mean, the draw isn't terrible, but you have to do it quickly at least. But the way to go is probably to beat the guy, to beat first place. Maybe I can do something quickly in this game. That looks extremely dodgy. Black's play here. Queen h6. He still has knight g4. Let's not be too aggressive there. Like unwarranted, wow, difficult word, aggression can easily backfire. Oh, that's going to be very dangerous now. Bit surprised that he has taken this one. Oh, knight e4 also looks good. Knight f6, not sure. g4, yeah, I mean that is super dangerous. So let's get this one. Or I can just take. Taking is not bad. h5. Knight c6, he has to do this. But okay, I'm really fast here with the attack. And now, how do we checkmate him? Don't see it. It's not good. This one. We can take with the d knight. And then I don't see the mate. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't see that. I don't see a mate. Because there probably is one. But okay. At least he's playing quickly. Yeah? Okay, taking. Mate? Yeah. So third place. Yeah, the 5 pointers. I mean, this guy has to lose a game. Either against me or against somebody else. Well, 30 minutes. And this is the person I made a draw against in the first round. And that is not a particularly good line. But in Blitz, I'm doing quite okay with it. Often getting, ugh, that's very boring. Very, very boring. Often getting positions that you can play quite quickly, which is just useful. Okay. I could do this. Maybe I can irritate him with bishop f5. I'm not sure if it's objectively good, but yeah, that's annoying, huh? That's annoying. Knight b3 coming. Here we go. So let's take this. Still have to be a little bit cautious because the dark squares are a little bit weak. This is why I'm trying to give him some material just to make sure he doesn't have that much attacking potential. Okay, not so fast. Don't want to give up the pawn that easily. It's not so easy actually, this one. For rook d4 maybe. Still covering this pawn for the moment. Rook d4 next. I'm happy that he doesn't have the dark squared bishop anymore. Oh, he's taking a long time here. That looks good, yeah, it's a good move probably. Okay, let's centralize. Queen f3, is that the idea? No. Okay. Oh, that's helpful. I mean, the result was not in doubt really, but at least this is fast. Need more of that. No, please not a Benoni. This kind of Benko, oops, is fine. Okay. Probably just this one. Getting a type of Tarrasch. Isolated pawn. Yeah, this is fine for black. I'm not better, but it's completely okay. Why doesn't he just take? Okay. Like rook c8. This is completely okay, but it's a bit uninteresting, let's say. Maybe I shouldn't have played d4. Not that it wasn't a bad move, but it just completely sucks the life out of the position. It is a move that solves all the problems, but also does not pose any. That's sometimes an issue. Eh? You play the best move and it's not helping you to win the game, but it's just like a dead equalizer. Yeah, it's got knight c5. I can do this. This is not probably an issue. It looks a little bit strange, my setup. Like there could be some tactical problem. I want to go b6 next. Yeah, the a4, huh? Could go a4 maybe. And then I don't have any squares for the queen. That is a thing. That is not good at all. I don't see a playable move. That's not good. B6, A4, Queen E8 looks awful, but I don't know what else actually. Didn't see a good move at all. Now A4 is just coming. Queen E8. Rook takes C4, B takes C5. It's just much better for white. Okay, he tries to do something even cleverer, let's say, more clever. And maybe he's right. So I go here. And then bishop takes A6. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that looks very, very grim. I got no time, and he's finding all the good stuff. I have only very slim hope with the back rank, but it's not really. Queen takes C4 is a cheapo, which he has stopped. Okay. Queen C7, I mean, it's not really a threat. Maybe I should resign. That's the right way to do it. Just go for the next game. You never like to do that, of course. I don't have any tricks, is the thing. He's got bishop on C4. Otherwise, yeah. That was extremely bad. Guy is just winning all the games, which is possible. The opposition is very soft, and I mean my opponent played well last game, but 2,200s. That's usually not so much of a problem. What is he doing here? Come on. Yeah, he's probably playing this stuff every game, so he can play in bullet mode. Okay, so how do we do that? Line up for Queen D3. So let's say Queen D3, there's F5. And let's do this. Want to get complete control of the light squares if possible. I mean, this is a completely ridiculous setup. So just want to get bishop F5, maybe. That would be nice. And of course, Queen D3 is a much more problematic threat. So Queen D3, or I can also put it in here. Knight E6, take is also awful. But I have to be faster. Just the 2 minutes doesn't allow for deep consideration. So I check. And now Knight F5. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is a nice compensation, but it doesn't look like I'm winning immediately. That bishop here. That's extremely good, but yeah, that's the thing. Do I take or not? It would actually open up the position, but I don't think I want to do that at the moment. Take a bit of time here. Now, this one, the question is if I can take on c5 now and crash through. It's definitely close. It's a close call. That works or not. But this is also looking dangerous. Yeah, now I can take on c5 in both ways. And both look dangerous. Maybe this one, I don't know. I just have the 1 minute, yeah. That's not going to be so easy to win. It's close. It's very close to working the capture, but this is what I want to play, but I'm not sure. Rook h d1, queen f5. That can be tricky. I mean, it's probably really nice, but and his pieces are completely dead. But you still have to finish this in the time. f5 I did not quite understand. I could have taken already. Stupid. Don't want to trade queens, of course. Shooting for the knight coming to f5. I don't know if that even helps. Yeah, I mean, he always has c3. Okay, let's not do it. I have to be somewhat faster here. That's the 20 seconds are really really it looks tough. What is he doing here? Queen b7 maybe? Knight c3? No, I cannot. Queen c3, rook b5 wins. What did I miss? Maybe nothing. Just wants to irritate me. I don't know. Rook wants to go to c3. Yeah, e4 is a good move. Trying to play for this pin. Oops. No. Ah, shoot. Oops. I won this. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to get the first place, but maybe the second place. The guy here just wins all the games, even if I beat him. Yeah, okay. If you're first place and you get a 1600, then you're probably going to win this thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not playing really all that great. I'm just a bit slow and not really killing off the completely winning positions quickly. And I get all those lame openings that you never win quickly against, you know. I mean, this is not good for white at all, but it's just going to take ages to win. If you do win, I'm sorry. I mean, it's not like white is lost or anything, but it's kind of not the kind of thing that you just refute and have your points. Just it's just not very ambitious, let's say, but it's not terrible. I can still cover f2, queen e2 or something. Yeah, that was probably not so good. Is there any way this is not really a good move, actually? Yeah, maybe I can do something with the check on e2. Bishop b2, I can always check and play rook c2, so that's not a thing. So let's attack the pawn on a2. Oh. That was nice. Okay, come on, let's trade rooks. That was quick, but he's even on pause. Wow, okay. Yeah, 13 points, impossible in 11 minutes. Or I need some kind of super crazy trick win, which is not my kind of play. I don't even know those openings. Sometimes you see those funny videos. I really think they're cool. Like what sometimes Eric Rosen recently showed something like where you can win quickly with black in the England gambit or something. And I just don't know those things. This is maybe what you need to do here. And I don't even get a game, which is completely weird. Just give me a game. Give me a game, please. Or here, this guy is playing the elephant gambit. It's complete rubbish, but if you can win, you do quickly. I don't even get a game yet. It's not good video material. What's the thing here? So maybe I can get something quick going here. Let's see if we can get a quick win. Bishop takes h7. Yes. That's the way to do it. Okay, I was a bit lucky. Now that's a trick I know. 97, do it. Ah, shoot. That would have been fun. You can still do it. No. Knight takes d4. Take it. I think Eric does those kind of things. Oh, my queen. No, I didn't blunder the queen. Yeah, but maybe this kind of play, I mean, that is not what I usually do. This like in your face attacking play, oops, is the way to do it now in this tournament situation. Now, this is an annoying pin, but okay, I'm not going to move the bishop, of course. He can never take this. Just not happening. How do we actually pose a threat? Rook h3, g3 maybe? Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. If he takes it, the h-file is going to be completely devastating. So, now he can still... Yeah, it's close, yeah, it's close. But he can maybe take it. Yeah, but okay, if anything, I have to win quickly. I mean, it's probably hopeless anyway. With the time left to catch the first place guy. But you never know. Threatening checkmate. Is that a threat? Check. There is no threat, yeah, so I can take here. Knight f4, e7 is a nice little trick. e7 is a threat anyway. If he takes with any piece, I know, almost made. Knight takes rook h8, knight g8 is still a way to defend. But knight f4 would be a relatively normal move that blunders the house. Yes. Mate. Wow. Okay. 3 points. 3 points. Now I need some England style gambit to get me a quick win somehow. First of all, I need a game. And I would also, of course, just like to beat this person, but doesn't look like this is possible. He's still in a game. Come on. Hey, if he wins that, it's not so easy, yeah? Depends on the black player. What is that actually? White is a bit better. Okay. Let's hope for, yeah. Nah. How can we do something crazy here? That's probably a complete non-starter. Yeah? Anyway, this one. If he castles, I can go g5. That would be a way to maybe get something crazy on the board. I have to win really quickly. I mean, to get it in on the scoreboard at first, yeah. What the heck? g4. I mean, you know, well, I cannot really criticize him for it. I would have done the same, but it's a tournament situation for me. But I'm not really thinking it's objectively good to push it so early. After castles, you can always play the G pawn, but wow, that looks very dangerous. Rook b6. I'm not actually threatening this. He has queen a8. I mean, whatever. I need some luck. But that's fine, yeah. I can simply take this pawn. Why not? What is the deal here? Okay, let's just castle. Knight takes g4 is definitely... I mean, this position looks completely winning, honestly. So let's keep the bishop there. And I can take on g4. That's really very close. Let's take. If he takes, it's over, right? There is no queen g3. I can just take the queen. And against the king move, I've got rook f3. So that's totally over. Just the question if he resigns or not. This is the thing. It's like made almost. If he resigns, I got some chances. Rook g6 coming. Just need the additional piece to mate. White has no move anyway that he can play. At least I don't see anything good. Queen h5 mate. It's almost pre-move territory. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm leading this thing. And he lost. This guy lost. Wow. Am I winning this tournament? He would need to win this game here really quickly. If black in this game... Okay, so I can try something crazy here. Try to win in some gambit style. Oh god. Oh, okay. It's a very nice, oops, come on, very nice position. Bishop e3 would be nice if he would give me that. Yeah, he's probably not resigning. But I might have better chances to win this than my direct, that the other guy. My direct competition for the tournament win. Checkmate would be good. Like, I cannot find a mate here. Like this, maybe I can find a mate. Yes. Mate! Ha! That's enough. That must be enough. Yes, I'm 7 points ahead. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I hope your ears are still doing fine after my scream. That was crazy to win this tournament. But it was only possible with those really quick wins. And of course, I mean, that's lucky, yeah, that you run into a mate here. So let's have a look here what Kucho is doing. He's in this game here against Indo Wong. Yeah, I mean, even if he wins it, that is the best that's possible. And he's not winning, yeah. It's equal material position at least. Yeah, so it will be enough, even if he gets a lucky win. Yeah. yeah, that's it. I won this thing. That's weird. At the end, yeah. And let me just have a quick look at the tournament so that to see what happened. So I had this draw, and I lost this game, yeah, against Anvero. Yeah, I just want to. I mean, I cannot really do analysis, and I don't want to. It just meant as a fun little video, but I just want to quickly check this because I really got into trouble. I think probably here, somewhere here, that should be in equal position. If we switch on the engine, that should be in equal position, and it's confirmed by the comp. I just probably have to be a little bit more circumspect. I think that probably queen b5 is bad, right? Yeah, that's more or less losing. Yeah, well, with berserking, I mean, you have to make those quick decisions. Yeah, I don't know. It's of course something that I could see, but when you play quickly, and he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, like this is like, well, he didn't do anything wrong, and I mean it was not so difficult. Yeah, the moves here were fairly natural, right? What he had to do. So I probably have to play queen c7 here. One thing that is probably a point, maybe I shouldn't play d4 just for practical purposes in that berserking situation. It's maybe better to just keep more pieces on the board and play for mate. Yeah, something like, let's say, develop rook c8, queen d6, bishop b8, play for an attack and hope that the attack is just hitting home. d4 is, of course, it's perfectly okay objectively, but it's not so great for a berserking situation maybe. Here I'm fine, but it's just boring. And you're not ever winning quickly or so, which would be, of course, helpful. So the time is not a big factor. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And make sure if you are interested in one of the courses, yeah, they are on sale currently, those 3. And yeah, more to come. And of course, the lifetime repertoire is a 2-parter. And if you made it so far in this video, there's a peek inside, 20 minutes of me telling you some details, and there's a second part, of course, coming in December. So make sure to check it out, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.